If you have the opportunity to play this game of life, you need to appreciate every moment. A lot of people don't appreciate the moment until it's past. People always tell you, be humble. Be humble. When was the last time someone told you to be amazing? Be great. Be great. Be awesome. Be awesome. I'm a human being. I've got opinions, I'm not always right, I'm not always on time, I don't always say things in the proper way, but my intentions are always extremely pure. Here's something that's contrary to popular belief: I actually don't like thinking. I think people think I like to think a lot. And I don't. I do not like to think at all. All these walls that keep us from loving each other as one family or one race, racism, religion, where we grew up, whatever, class, socio-economic, what makes us be so selfish and prideful, what keeps us from wanting to help the next man, what makes us be so focused on a personal legacy as opposed to the entire legacy of a race. I didn't know the term synesthesia until I was working on Cruel Summer. Halfway into writing that, I really understood that, my entire life, I had been trying to describe this condition of mine, through painting, through this 7-screen surround vision film we shot in Qatar, through all these things. I would hear stories about Steve Jobs and feel like he was at 100% exactly what he wanted to do, but I'm sure even a Steve Jobs has compromised. Even a Rick Owens has compromised. You know, even a Kanye West has compromised. Sometimes you don't even know when you're being compromised till after the fact, and that's what you regret. I think I do myself a disservice by comparing myself to Steve Jobs and Walt Disney and human beings that we've seen before. It should be more like Willy Wonka. And welcome to my chocolate factory. I'm really bad with answering questions. Usually, I don't even answer them. I try to find inspiration inside of the question. I think, and I jump from one beam of inspiration or energy to the next, as opposed to explaining the energy. I ain't here to argue about his facial features. Or here to convert atheists into believers. I'm just trying to say the way school need teachers, the way Kathy Lee needed Regis, that's the way y'all need Jesus. Kanye West. People always say that you can't please everybody. I think that's a cop-out. Why not attempt it? 'Cause think of all the people you will please if you try. I think business has to be stupider. I want to do really straightforward, stupid business, just talk to me like a 4-year-old. And I refuse to negotiate. I do not negotiate. I can collaborate. But I'm an artist, so as soon as you negotiate, you're being compromised. Madonna, I think, is the greatest visual musical artist that we've ever had. If you look at her photolog, the photographers that she was able to work with throughout her career framed her in the proper way. It was the proper context. It was that visual that made sure that everything was going to cut through in a certain way. Do I worry about being in the public eye and raising kids? Yeah. Any situation you're in, you're going to worry about raising kids. But it's champagne problems, too. There are people who can't feed their kids.